What's good, y'all? Welcome back to BluJuiceTV, where the filters stay off and the takes stay factual. Today we're breaking down a couple of things. First, we're going to talk about Miss Deb. Miss Deb putting real respect on Nicki Minaj's name. Next, Cardi B dropping a snippet that had the timeline in tears. And not in a good way. And after that, imaginary players proving the internet was right all along with that week chart debut. And actually for just charting for 1 week. And then next we're going to talk about Lotto and Ice Spice dropping a track together. Didn't see that one coming. And lastly, of course, Nicki Minaj once again proving she's 10 steps ahead of the industry. Alright, this one is packed. Let's not waste any time. Let's talk about it. Alright, let's start with Miss Deb. Miss Deb, she gave Nicki Minaj some of the realest flowers we've seen in a while. She straight up said Nicki was the best artist she's ever worked with. Why? You may ask. Not for clout, not for fan pressure, but simply because of work ethic, discipline, and drive. Deb said while other artists were in the studio late nights, after smoking, partying, doing whatever throughout the day, Nicki was in the studio in the morning, sharp, writing, recording, hitting the gym, locked in and focused. Let that sink in. We're talking about a female rapper who came into the game outworking man, showing up early while others were kicking it and showing up late in the night, faded. Miss Deb literally said, I've never seen another artist that hungry or that serious about their craft. And that's what separates longevity from a hot run. That's what keeps Nicki in the convo over a decade later. Check out this clip.
Who are you most proud of as far as the work that you've done with them in your career?
In my entire career?
I know it's hard to pick because you've worked with some of the greatest of the greats.
Nicki.
Why? Why Nicki?
Her work ethics.
What is her work ethics like?
Non-stop. She was an artist that, most artists don't want to go nowhere till the night. They want to smoke weed.
Sure.
They want to go through that. That wasn't her. She up early in the day. She's in the studio, in the gym. She was disciplined the whole while. She worked up against them guys, and they didn't give her no breaks. I remember I said to her one day, you made it very difficult for me to work with another female.
Ooh.
Because I know what women was bringing to the table.
Did you know initially right away she was going to be the superstar that she is today?
I knew she was very talented. I knew she was very determined. Mm-hmm. She was building before she even made it. Before she ever even signed to Wayne, she was already building.
All right, let's pivot to this disaster of a snippet. Cardi B's Bodega Baddie. Y'all. Now look, we keep it real here. Cardi can be funny. She's charismatic. She has her moments. But this was bad. It literally feels like she's just throwing spaghetti at the wall, trying to see if something sticks, or if it will stick. One fan said, they said Bodega Baddie sounded like Nicki Minaj's Everybody, but in Spanish. And I ain't gonna lie, ever since I heard that, it really makes sense. It really seemed like that's what she did. We seen what Nicki did, we seen how that song had some hype. Let's see if we can make our own version of it. And that's literally what I died, y'all, because it's so legit. I believe that's literally what she did. The song lacks identity. It seemed like they just threw something together, they're trying to make a quick hit. And I'm sorry, we can see right through it. This isn't 2018 anymore. It just seems like she's repeating the same mistake over and over, chasing quick hype, instead of taking the time to build a real legit sound that sticks. Bodega Baddie should have stayed in the vault. Put it back in the vault, Cardi. Put it back in the vault. Check this out, y'all.
Bodega Baddie.
All right, now let's get into imaginary players. Or should I say imaginary charters? Imaginary charters. Oh, yeah. Oh, I ate that. The song peaked at number 70 and gone after 1 week. People said the track was garbage from the jump. No structure, no replay value, just random lines and lazy energy. And guess what? The numbers the numbers proved the people were right. Now listen, we're not here to, hate on the reciter. But if you're gonna pull up speaking your, popping your ish and talking all of this and talking all of that, calling yourself a game changer and like these girls are beneath you and all of the things, you gotta, the charts, they gotta back you up. You can't be doing all this big bad talk and you barely debuting in the top 100. Let alone after debuting only lasting for a week. When the girls that you came for, they be charting and they be lasting, they be steady. And if they don't last that long, I think they've all probably lasted longer than a week. So, I think we should stop all of the, the big bad boss talk. If we can't back it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. If we can't back it up, then I think we need to just, chill out, just hush, just make our music in peace. So that people won't be, on your head and then you be crying because you feel like everybody's talking about you and everybody after you. You know what I'm saying? This is music, not marketing. The product has to hit. Otherwise, it's all imaginary streamers. Oh yeah. Alright, moving on. Now, this one caught the internet by surprise. Lotto and Ice Spice dropping a track together. Who would have thunk it? Wasn't they just throwing shots not too long ago? People thought they were beefing, or at least moving funny around each other. But now, we got a whole collab on the way. And from the snippet, there's like mixed reviews. Some people like it, some don't. I'm leaning more on that some don't side. But anyways, Latto, with her heavy southern confidence, and you got Ice Spice bringing her New York complex. It could possibly work. Who knows? Like if they lean into each other's styles instead of trying to match too much, it might be like a opposite attract type situation. But one thing is clear, they know the game is shifting. Female rap needs moments, and if they pull this off, it could be one for them. But let me tell you this, the rollout better deliver, because once that internet hype fades, it's about the music. So to be smart, they need to capitalize on it. There needs to be a video, there needs to be all of the things, not just the song. Because this could be a moment for them. They were just beefing and now they're together. Yeah, that could be a moment. Use your brains, ladies. Alright, check out this clip, y'all. Since elementary, bitches said I think I'm out ass. You need that? Go. Bitch, throw that. A bitch like me walking, I'm turning heads. They like, hopping out with that cat. I'm a bad bitch, always pouting. Niggas be so damn thirsty, trying to jump headfirst in this fountain. Alright, next we're going to spin the block real quick and go back to Onika Tanya Mirage Petty. Okay, I need y'all to really pay attention, and I need y'all to go back in y'all brains and go back to the time when Onika was dropping her album and when she went on all the streaming platforms. Let's not forget how quick people were to clown her for going on the streaming platforms like Casa Not. Oh, she's doing too much. Oh, this is beneath her. Why she won't go to real reporters? Why she won't go to real journalists? People acted like she was desperate for attention and was saying she was trying to, use them for clout, trying to get the young people's attention. Now look, all of the things were said. Everybody said what they had to say. Everybody did what they had to do. But now look, You have the likes of Kim Kardashian, Mariah Carey, a whole legend. They were both just on Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon this week. And now all of a sudden, everyone is saying it's smart marketing. Suddenly, it's tapping into the youth. Not using them or trying to get clout from them, but tapping into them. But when Nicki did it first, she was getting dragged. This industry stays copying her moves with zero credit. Zero credit! Like, they literally never give this lady her flowers. She's been the blueprint for over a decade, and they're still pulling pages out of her playbook. You can clown her all you want, but you're gonna keep on following her moves. Cause she's who y'all look to for what's next. I need y'all to remember that, alright? They gotta look to me for what's next. Period. She's the queen, and she's the pink print.
Love you. I love
Hold on, no, you diss my live stream. No, you diss. Hold on, wait.
Your live stream.
You diss.
Which one?
No, you diss my live stream. You hated on Nicki.
I hate on Nicki.
You hated on Nicki.
I apologize to you and your family. More important.
All right. And lastly, we're back to Cardi. I had to run it back because the gimmicks are literally getting exhausting. Cardi just dropped another album cover. This time, it's a courtroom-themed collage made up of all the memes from her real court appearance that just took place. All of the goofy faces, all of the weird faces, all of the cringe-worthy faces. The girl wasn't even funny. I don't even know. She acted like she was a 10-year-old. But for some reason, people just love when she acts super immature. They love the things that she do that they would crucify the other girls for. But that's neither here nor there. It's just getting out of hand. Like, are we supposed to take this seriously? Like, this is rap. At what point is it about the music? And not the merch and all of the quick money grabs and different ways to try to sell. You got gift boxes, all of the different vinyls and alternate covers. Like, it's just getting out of hand. She's putting more effort into these campaign gimmicks than she is into the actual product. Every song that she's released has flopped. Like, no one likes any of the music. And maybe that's the reason why, because you're putting all of your attention and time into the gimmicks and not the actual music. This isn't creativity. This is a distraction strategy. Sell the album and not the circus. We the people are tired. Next case. Alright, y'all, we've covered a lot. Let's recap. So Miss Deb confirmed what real ones already knew. Nicki's work ethic is unmatched. Cardi B dropped another miss with Bodega Baddie. Imaginary players proved the timeline right. The song was dead on arrival. Lotto and Ice Spice shocked the game. But can they turn the moment into a real move? And lastly, Cardi is still out here chasing gimmicks. Alright, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Nicki still ahead of everyone? Or are folks catching up? Was Bodega Baddie the final straw? And can Ice and Lotto pull off this collab? I don't know, you tell me. Now, y'all go ahead and leave a comment, like, subscribe. Hey, I gotta say that again. Subscribe, y'all, please. Hit that bell, and remember, everything in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Alright? Until next time, y'all stay up. Alright? Peace. Whew, about passed out. Alright, peace, y'all.